Welcome back to the channel. So today I've got another X3. It is again a 2022 model, so the LCI or Life Cycle Impulse. In other words, BMW's words for refresh. So it's got a lot of different things going on, especially up front. So this is in Brooklyn Gray. Now Brooklyn Gray does come at a price. So the paint is $550. If you want that paint, you're going to have to fork over another, I think, $4,500 for the M Sport package. So the Brooklyn Gray is exclusive to that package. You cannot get it on a standard X3. You have to at least get it for the M Sport package. So up front, you can see a new design on the headlights. With the M Sport package, you do get the Shadowline lights, which I believe first debuted on the 5 Series LCI. And then we've got an updated grille. And this one's got the extended Shadowline package, so everything else is blacked out, unlike the M40i that was on the channel previously. So there's changes to the front air dam, front fascia. Alright, so there's changes to the front air dam and front fascia. So basically you got a little bit more intakes for cooling in the front, although some of it looks sort of more cosmetic. And sort of, I think these ones here, yeah, these ones over here are just for design purposes, not functional. There's, on the side, you have some input in here, intake for, looks like brake cooling maybe? And off to the side, yeah. You sort of see it there. It goes through. All right, let's take a look around on the side. But from the side, it doesn't look drastically different than the pre-LCI version of the vehicle. So we've got style 669M wheels, and they look to have a little bit of orbit gray in them, but like a decent design on the wheel. Again, 20-inch wheels. And then as we make our way out back, we've got the Halo Energy Sword taillights, which I think are pretty fantastic looking. It does go away from the traditional taillights that BMW usually has, the L-shaped ones, but the L shape is still sort of there. And the design light, not necessarily the functional parts. And looks to be a little bit more Shadowline as well. Alright, so the bumper and rear diffuser, I think it definitely looks a little bit more aggressive than previously, even on the X330i M Sport. But not much different other than the front and rear. On the inside there are some more changes. We'll go over those in a second. We walk around the X3 up here at Foothills Park in Palo Alto. Alright, going for the door now. So new for the LCI is also changes with the interior options. I'm talking upholstery. So this is cognac, but it's not in leather. It is in, I believe it's Sensatec 2.0 or 3.0. I can't remember what BMW has called it. But it's an upgrade over the previous versions of Sensatec. So as you can see on the seats, they are now perforated. See the perforation here. So in terms of feel, this definitely feels more like leather than it does Sensatec. So I think that's a plus in the changes for the LCI version. So I think these things first appeared on some of the colors and Sensatec first appeared on the 5 Series LCI. And it's a good way to save some money and put that towards other options you may want on the vehicle. So I think the leather is $14.50, so you'd save that. Sensatec is a zero cost option, so there are other colors available as well. Cognac, of course, black, I think beige, Canberra beige, and Tacora red. All those are available as no cost. Interior wise, let's take a seat. So there's no driver assistance professional in this particular package here. And that's because we tend to have to follow some rules with BMW North America and keeping the lower or base or entry models within a price bracket. and that Driver Assistant Pro adds another $1,700. So for in-stock vehicles, it's going to be very uncommon to see that. But if you do order it, of course, you can order it the way you want it. No restrictions on that. You see just the regular cruise control here. You got your shift paddles. Instrument panel. It should be very familiar to you guys with now iDrive 7 full version rather than what they used to call the light version. So that means the start-stop button is removed from basically by the steering column. It is now down in the center console next to the gear selector. Let's see what else. So not much else has changed in terms of the controller. There's some iDrive buttons and controller stuff. But the center stack is going to be a little bit different. I believe the venting has been redesigned. The other big thing here, and I say big, is the iDrive screen. That is much bigger than the pre-LCI version of the X3. So a big improvement on screen size and clarity, I think. And there's no Harman Kardon available for this car right now. I don't know when that's going to change or if it's going to change at all. So if you want that Harman Kardon, you have to go up a level into the M40i. Parking assistance package has also been removed from the vehicle. So I press the parking assistant. I'm only getting park distance control look of it. Don't have the cameras, don't have the 360 cameras. The only camera that you got is the rear view camera. No other stuff is available at the current time of recording. But that's almost it for a quick tour of the X3 30i with the M Sport package. I wish we could compare these side by side with the 21, but we don't have any 21s in right now. And that's probably going to be it. We'll have to see if we can find a pre-LCI version of the X3 and hopefully get a side by side, assuming all these cars stay in stock. This is our sort of like first, I think, X3 30i to arrive, and it looks pretty damn good in the Brooklyn Gray. I think you definitely see a little bit of blue come out in this shade of gray. But again, as we mentioned, Brooklyn Gray is making its way throughout the lineup, which started with the X2, M3, and M4. Now here on the X3, and we'll have X4 to show you as well. And I think the 4 Series and 4 Series Grand Coupe and Convertible all have Brooklyn Gray available, as does the new G42 2 Series Coupe. So we'll have to wait a bit of time to get our hands on. So I think the first vehicles that we have are for production, one in September and the rest are in October. But that's it for this quick little tour of the X3 30i. So we'll see you at the next video.